Hey guys, welcome to the DevDojo Journey. This is episode 15 and today is August 12th, 2022. So in this series, I basically talk about building DevDojo and hopefully growing it to 10K MRR. In each video, I have 3 basic sections, which include stats about DevDojo and full transparency about active paying users, and users who've signed up to the DevDojo. Then we jump into some updates and progress, kind of just giving you an overview of some of the stuff that I've been working on for the DevDojo. And then finally, I wrap it up with a few questions from last week's video. So let's go ahead and jump into the stats. Okay, so on the DevDojo homepage, we can see that we are at 63,818 users who have signed up for a DevDojo account. So that's up still about 500 from last week. It's about the average that we're, every single week getting about 500 new signups, which is pretty cool. Then we go over to the active paying users. Super pumped about this. We are at 729. Last week we were at 705. So that's an increase of about 24 active paying users. Let's go ahead and then get into the 30-day month-to-date revenue. So we are at about $7,500 month-to-date for a 30-day period. And that is also up about 500 from last week. So super cool. We're seeing some growth here. Then jumping over to the analytics, we are at about 28,000 users who have come to the DevDojo, and it's still early in the day, so probably by the end of the day, it'll be around 30 to 31,000, which is about what we had last week. That is an increase from what we've been having in the previous weeks, so this week is just kind of a repeat of last week as far as analytics go. So that's the stats. Let's go ahead and jump into some updates. Okay, so if you've been following along, you know that I'm getting ready to release a new version of my Tailwind CSS page builder, which is right here in front of us. So this last week, I was kind of just working on some bugs. I was also able to finish up the Tails Laravel package. So if you are a Laravel developer, you can easily include this package and then you can easily retrieve pages using the Tails API. Again, you don't have to be using Laravel. You could just export this as HTML. You could even use our hosted version. I also worked on a video promo that I'm going to use for the product hunt launch and probably have kind of like a pop-up on the homepage. So let me go ahead and show you how that video turned out right now. Hey, welcome to Tails, the ultimate Tailwind site creator, design tool, and component library. With over 300 beautifully crafted designs, you can easily create some amazing websites. We've made it super easy to edit and create your Tailwind CSS designs. You can choose to use the UI tools, or you can open up the built-in code editor and edit your pages in real time. So join us today and start crafting some awesome designs and websites. So yeah, that's the video that I'm going to use for the promo on the product hunt launch, and also have a learn more button on the homepage that you can click on. It'll pop open a modal and show that video. So that's it for the updates. Let's go ahead and jump into a few questions. Okay, so Owen is saying videos are awesome as always. Appreciate it, man. Tails is looking awesome and looking forward to V2. Are you planning on getting Wave added to Cloud Panel? So I'm actually not familiar with Cloud Panel, but possibly I'll look into that in the future. If it's something that a lot of people are using, then definitely, I probably will look into that. Let's see, Facundo, not sure how to pronounce your name. Hello, Tails, Wave, and Voyager are great. Today I learned about it. Excellent work. Will there be a new version of Voyager? I'm not sure if there's going to be a new version of Voyager. That was kind of like an open source project that I was working on about 3 years ago. It's at a stable, place right now. If I were to create something else for Voyager, it would probably be like integrate Tailwind CSS into it. But as of right now, there are no plans for a new Voyager. Will you be releasing more videos on how to get the most out of Wave? Absolutely. I will have some more videos later this year. Kurubel is asking, what is the future of DevDojo YouTube channel? Is there upcoming tutorials based on Pro Tools? Yes, absolutely. After I release this new version of Tails, I plan on diving into more Laravel tutorials, Livewire tutorials, and then just everything just related to programming and design. I really do enjoy creating videos, specifically with me trying to teach some of the stuff that I've learned throughout the years. So yes, absolutely. I will be creating more content, kind of like teaching about design and development in future YouTube videos. And last question by UltraDev. Please, can we have a Wave starter, but just with Laravel, no Voyager? That's possible. I may look at doing that later this year, but it's still kind of up in the air. Looks like there are a lot of questions related to Wave. And if you're unfamiliar with Wave, you can visit devdojo.com/wave. And this is a software as a service starter kit that you can basically install on your own server, and you have things like authentication, user profiles, dashboard, and billing just out of the box. Definitely plan on having a new version by the end of this year, and it's going to be tightly integrated with Tails. So you'll be able to kind of like design a page and maybe have like a publish to my homepage, publish to my Laravel Wave project. Still not 100% certain on that, but that's kind of where I'm leaning. So that's it for this week's video. Thanks for hanging out with me as I geek out about some stuff that I build. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next week.